The Swamp People cast isn't just wrangling gators. Some of them have battled fate itself. While these hunters braved the murky waters of Louisiana, what happened off-camera was even more shocking. From tragic deaths to jaw-dropping arrests, the bayou has seen its fair share of heartbreak and scandal. Some of your favorite cast members are no longer with us, while others ended up tangled in legal trouble that even the toughest gator couldn't escape. So, what really happened? Buckle up, because this is the dark side of Swamp People they don't want you to know about. Randy Edwards, who passed away in a devastating car accident. On September 15, 2018, Randy was driving his Chevrolet Silverado in Iberville Parish, Louisiana, when tragedy struck. Around 3 a.m., he lost control of his vehicle, which veered off the road and crashed into a utility pole. The impact was so severe that it ejected him from the truck, and authorities believe he was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. According to the Louisiana State Police, Randy's vehicle flipped upon impact, and the force of the crash caused fatal injuries. When first responders arrived, they confirmed that Randy had died at the scene. The crash report also suggested that alcohol was a contributing factor, making the incident all the more heartbreaking. Randy was part of the legendary Edwards family, known for their fearless alligator hunting skills on Swamp People. He was the son of Junior Edwards, another well-known cast member. While he wasn't on the show as long as some of the other hunters, he made a lasting impression with his skill, determination, and deep-rooted connection to the bayou. His death at just 35 years old was a tragic reminder of how quickly life can change. Fans and fellow cast members mourned his loss, and his family has since carried on his legacy in the Louisiana swamps. Justin Guist died on February 23, 2016, after a tragic accident while he was out in the bayou. He was on his boat with his family when, according to reports, he lost control and fell overboard.
This is sad news this morning. Mitchell Guist died on Monday in Louisiana. Now, if you don't follow the show Swamp People, it's a really popular History Channel TV series. It chronicles the lives of alligator hunters in Louisiana.
The boat was moving at a high speed when it unexpectedly hit a submerged object, causing it to flip. Justin was ejected into the water, and despite the valiant efforts of his relatives to rescue him, he never resurfaced. The Louisiana authorities conducted a search, and his body was found the following day, about 3 miles from where the incident took place. The cause of death was ruled as drowning, though it's believed that he may have been knocked unconscious when the boat overturned, which prevented him from swimming to safety. Justin, like his cousin Mitchell, was known for his hard-working nature and fierce independence, characteristics that made him a beloved figure among Swamp People fans. He was often seen out on the water, hunting and living off the land, and he shared many of the same deep roots in the swamp that his family was known for. His untimely death at 41 years old left a lasting mark on his family and fans alike, with many remembering him for his adventurous spirit and his love for the bayou. His passing served as another heartbreaking moment in the Swamp People legacy, as the show lost not one but 2 members of the Guist family.
The reality show star was aboard a boat when he appeared to have a seizure, according to the local sheriff's department. Now, an unidentified man who was in a separate boat towed Guist's boat back to shore, called 911, and performed CPR. Guist was rushed to the hospital, but sadly, it wasn't enough to save his life.
Another tragic death from Swamp People was that of Bill Booth, a fan-favorite cast member known for his gruff personality and deep connection to the swamp. Bill Booth passed away on February 26, 2020 after a fatal crash that occurred while he was out riding his ATV on a trail in the Louisiana swamps. According to the Louisiana State Police, Bill was riding his four-wheeler when he suddenly lost control and crashed into a tree. The impact was devastating, and despite being rushed to the hospital, he succumbed to his injuries shortly after the accident. The investigation into the crash revealed that speed and poor visibility in the dense swamp terrain likely played a role in the accident. Bill, who was known for his deep love of swamp life and often explored the wild on his own, was 53 years old at the time of his death. Bill Booth was a passionate, no-nonsense hunter who came across as a quiet yet determined figure on Swamp People. His skills in navigating the swamp and handling alligators were legendary, but it was his calm demeanor and strong sense of family that made him a fan favorite. His passing sent shockwaves through the Swamp People community, as he was a beloved member of the cast, often bringing a grounded, veteran perspective to the show. Bill's legacy in the swamp lives on, not only through his family, but through the countless fans who admired his skills and his heart for the swamp. One of the most shocking criminal cases to come from the Swamp People cast involves Chase Landry, who found himself in serious legal trouble after an aggressive and reckless incident involving gunfire. Why did Chase Landry go to jail? Back in September 2016, Chase Landry was arrested in Louisiana for illegally discharging a firearm. According to police reports, Chase was out on the water when he fired his gun at a passing boat, causing significant damage. The other boaters, terrified and confused, immediately reported the incident, and law enforcement stepped in to investigate. When questioned by police, Chase gave a wild explanation. He claimed that he fired the shot because he thought the other boat was speeding toward him and was about to crash into his vessel. While that might sound like self-defense, the police weren't. Another Swamp People star who found himself in trouble with the law was Molinere, a fan favorite known for his fearless alligator hunting skills. In 2013, RJ and his son, J. Paul Molinere, were involved in a violent road rage incident that turned into a brutal attack. According to police reports, the father-son duo was driving when they got into a heated dispute with another driver. Things quickly escalated when they allegedly pulled over and started beating the other driver with a beer bottle and their fists. The victim suffered serious injuries, and authorities were called to the scene. By the time police arrived, RJ and his son had already fled. However, after an investigation, authorities caught up with them and arrested both men, charging them with felony assault and battery. The incident shocked fans of Swamp People, as RJ had built a reputation for being tough but level-headed on the show. Many found it hard to believe that the man they admired for his hunting skills and family values would be involved in such a violent altercation. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the comments section. What is it with hunting alligators and having a bad end?